Open your ears and lube up your butthole. It's time for the What Do We Call It podcast. Now, here's your host. It's Jmann. Welcome to the What Do We Call It podcast. I'm Jmann.
And I'm number one fan, Tim.
Do you have fond memories of Bert and Ernie?
Sesame Street in general, no.
Why not?
I wasn't really into it when I was a kid. Kind of like my kids. I wasn't into it.
Were you bad at math and the alphabet?
No.
Is it because you're holding a grudge because they tried to teach you things, concepts you just could not grasp the constructs of?
No, I just didn't like...
Like sharing?
Well, I just didn't like the...
And friendship?
I don't like sharing. And I don't like friendship.
And grouches?
I liked Grouch. He was good.
You liked Oscar?
I liked Oscar.
Or giant fucking dogs that nobody seems to be completely scared of like they should be because it's a dog that's the size of a fucking golf cart.
Yeah.
Barkley.
And what in the fuck is Snuffleupagus? I hated him.
He's a Snuffleupagus.
What the fuck is that?
It's not quite a woolly mammoth and it's not quite an elephant.
It's disgusting.
Why?
Every time he opened his mouth, I saw a vagina.
What?
Hair, pink.
It's sideways. So if anything, you saw an Asian woman's vagina.
I don't know, but I mean, as I got older and I saw one, I'm just like, that looks like a vagina.
Okay, well, I'll get to the point here. There's always been this joke that Bert and Ernie are gay.
Yeah, I've been hearing about that a lot.
Okay, you remember when gay marriage was legalized a few years back?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
I think it was the New Yorker that does cartoons.
Yeah, it is.
So a cartoonist from the New Yorker showed the decision on the TV, and Bert and Ernie with their arms around each other on the couch.
I think I saw that, actually.
I thought it was very poignant, and I was not at all offended. So then fast forward to a few weeks back, a guy that was a writer on the show back in the day says he designed Bert and Ernie as a gay couple, and that it was him and a former lover, and his lover was Bert, and he was Ernie, but some of the personality traits were switched. So he's like, yeah, Bert and Ernie are gay. And people were like, obviously. That's one segment. Then there's the people who are like, why would you ever think about that? Why would you think that you have to sexualize and give orientation to puppets from a children's show?
That was kind of my thought. What does them, quote, being gay or taken from this man's gay life has anything to do with a puppet, you know? I'm not like, oh my gosh, you're putting gay thoughts in a children's head. It doesn't have anything to do with that. It's just like, why do you feel like you need to take these puppets and make some kind of political fucking statement with it? The purpose of these puppets was to teach kids to read, to count, and, you know, all that basic stuff these children need.
Well, the reason that they were living together was to teach them about sharing and that you could live with your friend and two people that are opposites could get along.
Yeah,
that's why they were designed.
That's how I always figured them.
So, you know, Sesame Workshop's like, whoa, back the truck up. Bert and Ernie don't have orientation.
I don't foresee a puppet needing orientation, exactly. Yeah.
Well, a Family Guy lampooned this once in a cutaway where Bert and Ernie are arguing because Bert's obviously a cop. And he's saying, I got to go. There was a murder. Some guy named Hooper. Which is a great name drop.
Yes, it is.
And Bert yells something at Ernie. Ernie's like, oh, Bert, I wish you wouldn't yell at me. And Bert's like, I wish you wouldn't eat crackers in bed.
I think I saw that one too.
Excellent. So here's my take on this. Like, I'm not offended at all. I guess I get the point of why would you assign sexual orientation to a couple puppets?
Yeah, it's like, what does that accomplish? Nothing.
Well, one, they're Muppets. They don't have dicks. So do they just smash their furry groins together? This is going to turn real silly.
If we're going to look at puppet sex, you know, a perfect example of it is Team America, World Police.
That's different. Those are marionettes.
They're marionettes, but they're still puppets nonetheless. Not like you stick your hand up their ass and you make them work.
No, we're sticking with hand puppets.
All right, you want to stick with hand puppets?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, so how does that work?
I don't know, but it makes me wonder if Jeff Dunham's ever jerked off with one of his puppets.
That takes it to a whole new level.
Doesn't it, though?
Right.
Tell me he hasn't tried to stick his dick in...
oh, Ahmed, give me a blowjob.
Well, I was going to say the jalapeno on a stick.
Jalapeno on a stick? Don't see him being very good at blowjobs.
And
how about Peanut?
Well...
He's got that little arm thingy for Peanut so he can move Peanut's arms.
Yeah, it's kind of lazy. He only moves the one arm. I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, did Peanut have like a stroke? Why is his other arm not working?
We only got one available hand.
No. Just mouth fucking a puppet.
I got a picture of Kermit, a puppet Kermit. He's got the legs, got the arms, and somebody bent him over a couch and put his hands
Goatsy.
at the opening. Do you see that?
Goatsy,
Okay,
yes.
yeah.
I've tweeted it.
I always thought that was hilarious.
It is hilarious. I'm like, that's funny. And if you ever seen the actual Goatsy, it's just like, oh my God, what happened to that guy's asshole?
Did you ever see that video of the dude fucking puts a jar up his ass and it breaks?
No.
Ew.
I don't really like torture porn. The wife and I more like silly porn. Say we're like, two guys, one horse. One guy helps another guy get fucked in the ass by a horse.
That's disgusting.
This was overseas many years ago, and the guy apparently had a perforated bowel from a giant horse dick in his ass. The horse gets 2 or 3 really good pumps, and the guy's like, oh, and you're thinking that he's having incredible pleasure. No, he was being punctured from the inside, and he died. That's a real fucking thing. Google it.
Don't let a horse stick his dick up your ass.
Good luck trying to find the fucking video. It has somehow been purged from the internet. I have looked.
Probably a good thing.
I mean, maybe not on the dark web. I'm sure there's people that have it on torrent sites.
Up.
But
It got man sticks glass jar up ass and it breaks. It looks painful.
Well, anything that breaks inside your ass is going to be painful. Light bulbs.
He bled a lot.
Coke balloons.
How did we get on to fucking jamming ass from puppets?
Because you put a hand up a puppet's ass. That's why. See how I just connected the dots and brought us back to Bert and Ernie?
If I want your opinion, I'll put my hand up your ass and work you like a puppet.
Yeah. Who's the top and who's the bottom?
I want to say Ernie is the top and Bert's the bottom. He seems more of a... Fuck, I can't think of the goddamn word.
If Bert's a bottom, he's a power bottom.
No.
The power bottom dictates the pace and the thrust
the
power
bottom is the one
by
getting
flexing
it in
their
the
butt.
ass.
Yes.
But he doesn't dictate anything.
So he's just sitting there taking it?
He's just taking it.
Playing
And
with his
Ernie
bottle cap collection
just...
while Ernie's going to town squeaking the rubber duck?
That's what I think.
It's got to be the other way around.
What makes you think that Bernie would be in charge?
Well, you're saying Bernie, not Ernie.
Bert.
I don't know what.
They're together. They're Bernie now.
Yeah, we're making him a celebrity couple. Bernie. I wonder if anybody thought of that in the last few weeks.
What makes you think Bert would be more dominant?
Because he's an asshole. And he's a neat freak.
I'm not seeing it.
He puts a rubber on his little fuzzy dork, and then he just rails Bernie in the ass.
But people who have fetishes like that usually opposite. Like a neat freak wants to get dirty in situations like that. They want to let their inhibitions go during sex.
You don't want to know what I just thought of.
Okay, let us hear it.
Ernie finishes, and then he goes to wash the shit off his dick, and while he's in the bathroom, Bert's laying in bed just kind of, cooling off. Just gleaming. And then he farts, and it's a poopy cum bubble. And the bad thing is that rubber ducky's on the nightstand seeing the whole thing, and because it can't turn its head, it stares in horror.
Close up with the eyes all red, bloodshot red. Just like, ah!
And then for some reason in this scenario, Count Von Count is a peeping Tom who's on the fire escape outside their bedroom window. And just through the glass.
One ball.
I'm going to get behind the door so it sounds more genuine.
1, 2 people with HIV. Clean your butt, you're disgusting. I'm almost finished. I'm touching myself.
And then he says this.
You guys are making me depressed. I'm going up 2 floors to Elmo's room.
In that scenario, he then becomes a child predator.
I'm Elmo. Would you tickle me?
No. Oh, God, why? Can you think of other cartoon characters or anything that had kind of an obvious orientation that would be explicitly stated?
Cartoons? Fuck, I don't know.
How about fucking Snagglepuss?
Who the hell's Snagglepuss?
Snagglepuss, he talks like this. The exit stage left. Don't do that to me back there. I haven't shaved my ass in a while.
He's on Yogi Bear, fucking Snagglepuss. He was a pink lion thing.
Oh, that, okay. Yeah.
Look at me, I'm Snagglepuss Roar.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I do this voice sometimes with the wife when we're in bed.
How does that go?
Just in when we're doing foreplay.
Like, ooh, I'm going to nibble on your butt cheeks even. Ooh,
She
tickle,
gets off
tickle,
on
tickle.
Snaggletooth?
It's not to get off, but it's more just to make her laugh. The best sex we have is when we have pillow talk that involves me doing comedy, and then we fuck, and it's pretty greasy because there's a lot of different positions and some ass slapping, and I'm really going to town on her. And then afterwards, she's just sitting there, just enjoying the orgasms, and then I'm in the bathroom washing my dick, and I come back, and then I do more voices. Like, I have ruined so much shit for her. I ruined Daniel Tiger. So. I do another voice called Adult Daniel Tiger.
Let's hear that one.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to nibble on your neck, meow, meow, meow. Oh, yeah, let me touch your pussy, meow, meow, meow. Oh, God, I can feel your vulva on my paws, meow, meow, meow.
Wow.
Isn't that dirty?
It's disgusting.
Good luck watching Daniel Tiger's Neighborhood now. Or I do a lot of stuff with, like, Family Guy voices, because I do a number of them, but I normally, she'll start trying to do something to me, and I'll just be like, no, no. Consuelo, the maid. So here's the political issue. I don't think he did it to be political, but he did it because obviously he wanted to get it out there because people asked him. He's sick of being asked. But that's why the writer said, look, for the record, motherfuckers, finally, I wrote Bert and Ernie to be a gay couple, and my boyfriend at the time was this artsy fartsy fucker, and he was Bert and I was Ernie. But I was the one that was uptight, and he was the one that was silly and laid back.
Well, I got a question here, because the article that I read, and it wasn't a long article, it was just kind of like the gist of it article.
Giggity.
The creator, it wasn't the actual creator, it was the person who took over writing some 15 years ago.
No, I thought this was an original writer.
The article I read didn't make it sound like he was the original, someone that he'd just been writing for like the last 15 years, which is, I guess, when people started going, are they gay?
No, I'm pretty sure people back in the day asked if they were gay.
Maybe not. I don't know.
Two, quote, grown characters. Well, they're basically grown men.
Those rare times I watched Sesame Street as a kid, I remember Bert and Ernie. I didn't like Bert because, like you said, he was an asshole. You know, it didn't seem like he ever wanted to have fun or anything. But I was just like, oh, they're just two friends that live together. You know? I was never like, I wonder if they're gay.
Well, they have separate beds, which conveniently the first letter of each of their first names is carved into their headboard.
That's so they know whose bed it is. Like,
right, but here's what I'm thinking. Now, let's take the gay thing away. These are two men that live together, right? Are you telling me you motherfuckers are that broke that you have to live in basically an efficiency apartment and share a bedroom?
Do either of them have a job?
I don't know, but there's like a bathroom, a living room, and the bedroom. I don't even know if there's a kitchen.
That's right. You never do see them eat.
Right. In an efficiency apartment, your living room and your dining room and kitchen are all the same room, and your bathroom is pretty much connected to your bedroom. It might be time for them to get separate rooms.
Studio apartment.
They get like a new apartment where they have separate rooms, but they're so used to sleeping in the same room that it becomes like a plot point that they like miss each other. So next thing you know, they're fucking, they catch each other sneaking out into the living room to go see if the other one's sleeping. And then they bump into each other and get scared. Like, why are there guns?
Like, I don't know.
Why would you take a gun with you to go see what your roommate's doing?
I don't know. I just thought it'd be funny. Oh, shit. Boom. Shoot.
Oh, gee, I sure miss sleeping in the same room as my best buddy, but I'm going to take this gun just in case I run into any burglars on the way there.
You never know.
Oh, geez, Bert. Oh, keep pressure on the wound. Oh, God. Oh, somebody call 911. Oh, my God. I think I nicked his spleen and liver. Oh, Bert, I think you're going to bleed out. Ernie! Oh, he's going into the light. I just thought it was a silly issue.
It's a silly issue. I don't see what it accomplishes other than just annoying some people.
Well, there's so many people were instantly just in an uproar. I'm like, really? Come on. You never thought about this? Why would you think about that? You never thought about this before? You never thought... You know, they live in the same room.
I heard the rumors of it. Like, so, you know, it's like, oh, they're gay or whatever. Bert... Well, the one I heard was Bert was gay, but not Ernie. I don't... Tell me what I heard.
So you're telling me that Bert had aspirations for the two of them to couple up, and then he got friend zoned, and Ernie is completely fucking oblivious to it, and just thinks, oh, I get to live with my best buddy. Yay!
That actually sounds like pretty... Yeah. The person that told me that shit, I don't remember who it was. I think it was 15, 20 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's kind of the insinuation there. It's just like, Bert's gay, but Ernie's not, and Bert's afraid to tell his feelings or something like that. But again,
Afraid to tell his feelings. He's a bitch.
He's in the closet.
He just wants to sit in his fucking chair and read and have peace and quiet. Look at his bottle cap collection. Fucking jerk off to a pigeon.
Yeah.
Bernice.
Who?
Bernice. That's the name of the pigeon.
Oh, okay.
I guarantee that when word hits the block there around the corner by their apartment building that they're gay, there's one person that's not at all going to be surprised.
How's that?
Grover's going to be like, "Oh, did you hear the news?" Cookie's like, "Me no hear what news you talk about." I do a lot of Sesame voices, apparently.
Sounds like it.
"Oh, Bert and Ernie are gay." Trash can lid pops open.
Super gay.
That's not news to me. Are you fucking retarded? You couldn't see that shit? They've pretty much been smoking each other's poles for the last 4 decades. Now get lost. Trash can lid goes down. Interact with the show on Twitter at What Do We Call It? That is at What Do We Call It? You can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/group/What Do We Call It podcast show. For the What Do We Call It podcast, I'm Jmann.
And I'm the Rolling Fan Tim.
And that's the end.